Genetics can sometimes work against our favor. Skinny guys, for instance, know the struggle of eating sensibly and dragging their feet to the weight room only to have their hopes crushed by not getting anywhere near their goal. Thank goodness our genes aren't the prime cause. In fact, most skinny men could easily pack more muscle by simply tweaking their current diet and workout routine. More importantly, you must find a good balance between the two in ways that can increase their overall body weight and muscle mass. Have you tried eating more low-volume foods? Or what about having more red meat? These are just two examples of little changes that make all the difference. And we will be talking a lot about these and the rest, so make sure to stay tuned. Eating strategies for a skinny guy to gain muscle. Number 1. Eat more often. For those who want to gain weight and later on gain muscle, you must first work on putting on weight. To do that, you have to achieve a calorie surplus, not a deficit. In other words, you must eat more at each meal and eat more often, so there are still more calories than your body burns. For instance, if you burn 2,500 calories per day and eat 2,900 calories, there would be a 400 calorie surplus. Whether this means eating more than 3 meals a day or having several snacks, every eating occasion should be treated as an opportunity to bolster your weight gain goals. Before we continue, a like would be great. Number 2. Pick low-volume foods. Low-volume foods let you pack a ton of calories in smaller portion sizes. This way, you can get lots of energy from just small-sized food. Although it's far easier to get more energy in a smaller package than trying to live off salads, it shouldn't be an excuse to live off junk foods either. You can get various components like proteins, oils, and sugars from whole foods. Plus, you get concentrated macros, providing you with a good quality source of calories without taking up too much space in your stomach. Examples of healthy high-calorie foods you should eat more are proteins, plant-based oils, nuts, seeds, and nut butter, full-fat cream and cheese, olives and avocado, carbs, dried fruits, whole-grain pancakes, waffles, and muffins, natural sugars like honey, maple syrup, molasses, and agave, fats, protein powders, whole milk dairy products such as milk and yogurt. Number 3. Incorporate more meat. Muscle building requires protein and heaps of it. It's because the process of creating new muscle involves a process called protein synthesis. In essence, it means bodybuilders must eat more protein than their body is breaking down to keep building muscle. It's like calorie surplus, but this time we're specifically dealing with proteins. Many foods are packed with protein such as eggs, chicken, and soy. However, the most important and most concentrated of all is red meat. Lean red meat gives you a hefty dose of protein with a 100-gram serving of beef packing 27 grams of protein already. What's more, red meats are rich in creatine, zinc, iron, and B vitamins, all of which are great for building and maintaining healthy muscles. So start assessing your current diet and look for ways to incorporate more red meat wherever possible. Ideally, make it so that 35% of your daily calorie intake comes from proteins. One of the best things about protein is that you can find it in so many foods. In addition to red meat, you should explore your options, say protein powder. More about this next. Number 4. Add protein to your every meal. Protein is the building block for most of the entire human body, especially the lean mass. Therefore, upping your intake of this nutrient is necessary to gain more muscle mass. Moreover, high-protein diets may also support less fat gain during a calorie surplus. If you cannot add red meat to your diet for whatever reason, then try following tips to boost your protein intake. Switch to whole grain or protein pasta. Replace your sour cream with Greek yogurt. Add protein powder to your baked goods, pancakes, oatmeal, mashed potatoes, or glass of milk. Snack on cheese, say pairing it with whole grain crackers or tomatoes. Swap low-protein breakfast foods like toast, bagels, and cereals with whole eggs. Top your salad, yogurt, etc. with almonds. Have a protein shake at breakfast and add chia seeds and/or almond butter. Number 5. Cook using or with healthy fats. Among the simplest way to add extra calories to your meals is to cook with fat, a healthy kind that is. Fat is the most calorie-dense macro, providing 9 calories per gram. More importantly, most foods absorb oil pretty well in the cooking process. Just make sure to use a plant-based cooking oil such as olive, avocado, and flaxseed oil. Use any of them to coat your cooking pots and pans and season your ingredients. You've likely heard about whey protein already. What about casein protein? Learn about it here. Number 6. Snack on the casein before bed. Very popular among bodybuilders, casein protein absorbs slowly into the bloodstream as opposed to its fast-absorbing brother, whey protein. As for casein, it keeps your muscles fed with amino acids for longer. According to a study, having casein protein immediately before bed would boost the levels of circulating amino acids in your body for 7.5 hours. Put simply, it enhances the muscle-building process all night long while you're sound asleep. Greek yogurt, milk, and cottage cheese are excellent pre-bed casein foods. You may also use casein protein powder if you prefer it more. How to gain muscles without using weights. Want your journey to be as easy as possible? Well, eating the right foods is one thing, but working out is another. After all, it's entirely impossible to build muscle if you're just staying still. However, you don't need to be lifting all the time to do that either. Think bodyweight exercises such as squats and push-ups. While such exercises, or any exercise for that matter, are far from being effortless, they aren't as strenuous as lifting weights. Oh, and did you know that even swimming and other exercises that require little exertion also aid in gaining muscles? Let's discuss them more in the next part, so don't go just yet. Examples of exercises that build muscle fast without weights. Number 1. Squats. Squats are a powerhouse if you want to improve your body's muscular definition. They hit your legs and back. Squats also work your core, all the while building your thigh and ensuring your lower back becomes stronger. Number 2. Walking lunge. The walking lunge is an outstanding exercise for targeting all the major muscle groups in the lower body. It tones thigh muscles, enhances core and hip stability, and boosts strength and flexibility. Number 3. Crunches. Crunches are some of the most basic exercises that practically anyone can do. They help build muscle mass in and around the waist. Compared to the overrated sit-up, crunches are a much more effective exercise, specifically in strengthening the abdominal muscles and overall core muscle group. Want to get killer arms? Start doing dips now. Here's why. Number 4. Dips. Dips are an amazing movement to increase size, strength, and power in the triceps. Although a bit more complex than the rest, they're worth your hard work. Dips primarily target your triceps, but they also work well on your chest, shoulders, and even your back. Number 5. Push-ups. Push-ups are effective and efficient at building muscles in the upper body. In particular, it trains all the upper body muscles including the arms, back, shoulders, and chest. Push-ups especially enhance the muscles along the arms as they make use of your entire body as the weight. Number 6. Pull-ups. Of all upper body exercises, pull-ups probably take the cake. This compound movement engages all upper body muscles. Pull-ups are especially beneficial for building the middle back muscles, biceps, and lats. Believe it or not, all those laps of swimming do you good when it comes to muscle building. Find out how. Number 7. Swimming. Muscle mass is built by placing resistance to a certain muscle group. Swimming, for example, places resistance to a various range of muscle groups at the same time. When swimming, the body is constantly pushing and pulling against the resistance of the water. Number 8. Running. Too easy? Nah, actually for newbies it's advised to start with simple walking or jogging. This will build up your leg muscles and cardiovascular system. Once they're stronger, you can start increasing your pace and distance. The most important part of effortless muscle gain is your diet. And that's why we've made this video here for you on the 15 foods that men should add to their diet today. Click here to find out exactly what you should be eating to gain muscle and healthy weight.